सदाशिवसमारम्भां ज्ञानसम्बन्धाचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. We have successfully and safely completed the Kailash Yatra. Everyone is here safely. And one headline is, during the Akashic reading, Kalbhairava said there will be snow shower, and there was a strong snow shower. Let's start today's satsang. In Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter, Sannyasa Yoga, 24th verse.
Yontas sukontara ramaha tathantar jyotirevayaha sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutodhigacchati.
Yontaha suha antararamaha tatantara jyotihi revayaha sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutaha adhigacchati. Translation: one who is happy within, rejoicing within himself, one who is illumined, is contemplative saint who is absorbed in the Supreme and has reached the state of oneness with the Ultimate. Becoming happy within, rejoicing within, settled within is not a luxury. Please understand, it is not a choice. It is basic survival need. I have seen people from all walks of life facing their old age. I tell you, you need to prepare for your old age more your body than your mind. Please understand, when I say more your body than your mind, I don't mean just building the body through yoga. Preparing your body's biomemory without being attacked by the external signals. Please understand, it actually finally boils down to deeper mind, not even mind, deeper mind. I have seen such a sick old fellows. No, really. Not physically, but mentally. They are so agitated, restless, unable to control their patterns of lust. Please understand. There are some people who just prepare body and very healthy in the old age. But just body is healthy, mind is not capable of handling the old age is the worst hell. That's the worst hell. Prepare your biomemory. Prepare your biomemory not to get disturbed by the patterns and engrams. I'll give you some of my experiences which I have seen. People who can't live without the external stimulation, they get so sick, they are ready to die, but they can't give up that stimulations, even if it is directly harmful to their body and mind. I have seen even in monasteries, The sadhus who have mastered the art of being content with themselves, either by reading the spiritual books or listening to the spiritual scriptures. There are some level people who are happy, who they are able to rejoice within themselves just with their puja and books. But even for them, if the eyes are not functioning, they are in trouble. There are some who have gone to the next level. They can just rejoice themselves just with the mantra, the nama ruchi, the taste of the name, the divine name. Divine name has been repeated so much. The sacred sentiments have been awakened so much in their biomemory. Just even once repeating Namah Shivaya repeats, just that one repetition awakens so much in their biomemory. They are happy with the name. They are able to rejoice within just with the name. But even for them, there is one trouble. Last phase of your life, you won't even be, even the innermost tongue will not be moving. Then what is the way? Unclutching. The ability to rejoice within is the ultimate preparation for the old age. Ability to rejoice within is the ultimate preparation for old age. The one who is happy within, rejoicing within himself, and who is illumined is a great saint. I tell you, more and more, learn to rejoice within. I can see very clearly that has happened in my life. In the early days, I used to have one beautiful set of deities with Sri Ramakrishna's photo. And the whole day I'll just sit in the banks of Ganges, and morning I'll do one puja, and then read out the whole biography of Sri Ramakrishna. Evening I'll do one more puja, and I'll just sit. Then slowly, the space has become more matured. I did not even need the external, just a japa, repetition. Then slowly, that also has moved out, just been unclutched. And finally, being completely disappeared into that state. I tell you, bring more and more happiness within. That's the essence of all spirituality. I'll continue to explain these verses in further satsangs. So with this, I'll conclude today's satsang.
Paramahamsa Nityananda, a rare living incarnation, is named among the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities today. Paramahamsa Nityananda has been placed alongside Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Paulo Coelho and others by Mind, Body, Spirit, the world's top esoteric magazine from Watkins, London's oldest and largest bookstore. A yogi by birth, he has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English. Translations of these books are available in 26 languages in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 10,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services with ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world, offering exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nityananda Dhyanapitham, a spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places in India like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Tiruvannamalai. A spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers, an adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, who has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands and graced them with spiritual powers, a dynamic young guru who is an inspiration for thousands of youngsters. India's most watched spiritual guru online, a beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nityananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment. He is the 293rd pontiff of the world's most ancient Hindu organization, Madurai Adinam.
Nityanandaya swagatam Anandanubhavaswadam Sarvaroga nivarakam Vande papa vinashaktam Nityanandaya swagatam Nityamuktam nirvikalpam Dhyanaloka pradipakam Vande shantam